Alright, hi guys. I'm doing the legs finally. Hooray. You know, of course, the usual things have happened when I'm making the legs. One, I made a template after I made measurements of my legs and all the little fun bits that I had to do. You know, of course, after I made sketches of them all. And then, of course, a rough drawing of what my template looked like. I've already thrown it away. My cats had decided to maul it sometimes, but thankfully I got all my templates cut out. And as you can see, when it cut out, it looks roughly like this. And these still need to be cut off, but that's okay. And of course, you know, I shaped it a bit. And there were parts that were bowed, or deformed, and like the butt area was deformed. But I noticed on the back of the leg, there's that round butt cheek, I guess you would call it. In order to do that, I didn't want to cut out more foam and glue it on top of it. So I did the next best thing. I cut it out. And kind of like what I did with my gauntlets on the design parts of those, I'm going to do something similar, but instead of raising it, I'm going to push it down. As you can see, this whole area right here is slightly bowed up. Of course, I heated it and had to bend it that way with the help of some of my bowls. I've also, when I cut this out, I bowed it just a little bit more so it has that nice dome effect. Now, my hot glue is nice and ready, but as you can tell, that's how I cut it out. With the gauntlets, I raised it and hot glued it there, but as you can see, I didn't cut it to do that. So, since these are raised portions, I didn't want to raise it, so I just domed it more so it looks raised. And I'm going to push it in here, maybe if it lets me, so that there's a nice little rim around it, but it's still the whole piece, so it fits perfectly. Alright, so my hot glue is ready, and I'm going to glue this in place before it decides to hate me. On the back side here. There we go. It's too late, already hates me. No! And updates may be slow from here on out. I have caught a cold, which was fairly easy. Go figure. And I've been burning myself left and right. And I had to move. So you can probably tell from this video, from my other videos, the scenery has changed because I'm back in my workshop, but I'm tucked away in a corner because everywhere else in my garage has been taken up by a car or a vehicle of some sort that my roommates are working on. But that's okay, I guess. It's not just my garage. I guess I can share it, right? Sorry, this part won't stay in, so I have to push it in with my fingers and then glue it. That and pushing it in with my fingers on one side. Even though this looks difficult, not that difficult. It's actually holding in there fairly well. Alright, so there we go. I'm just going to do those little bits right there so you guys can see. So there we go. We have a detailed area. Fairly easy. Now I'm sure this could work for other areas of the armor, if I so choose, or for other armors that you're doing. If you decide to take what I'm doing and apply it to a different armor set, kind of like Gears of War, Final Fantasy armor would do, Dragon Age armor would probably work as well, but there we go. So that works. And when this is painted, this will be gray, this will all be white. Of course, this is black with ribbed area. I'm contemplating on still on how I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to cut lines into it, but we'll find out. More contemplation is needed, but this is an update from Canius, also known as Adara. Sorry, Adara, also known as Canius on DeviantArt. Showing you guys what I'm up to. And for those who are wondering right now, because I know I am, in order to help this support itself being in there, since I'm only gluing this side, I'm not going to be gluing the inside right there at all. I have some kids foam, kids fun foam. You normally see that used as kids masks, made of a fine foam for kids masks, and it's very flimsy. It's like paper thin almost. I'm going to be using that to cover this area. It's also going to hide the third buckle. And if you don't know what I mean by the third buckle, well, if you play Mass Effect 2, go to your armor and look at the legs. You'll see 3 buckles here, but only 2 here. It baffles me. I don't know where that third buckle goes, but I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. So, but yes, there's going to be foam here to help support it and keep this from being pushed inward and then, you know, falls apart. But I'm fairly certain that hot glue itself would work. And it's not like I'm going to be sitting down often in these outfits because I'm just so worried of other fun stuff. But yes, other than that, I am signing off for the night. I'm going to get this done and hopefully start forming this to the shape I want, because so far I'm only working on the right side. But until then, you guys stay tuned and enjoy yourselves for the evening. And I'll see you guys then. Alright? Ta-da!